This is how I turned my basement into this epic studio. It's your boy Lucid, and in this video I will show you how I built it and what to watch out for if you want the best sound in your home studio. But for that, we need to travel to the past. First, we gotta make a plan. Most likely your room is some sort of square. In this case, we need to measure the room, make it into thirds, and mark the listening position in the middle of the line like this. The speakers should be placed at the shorter wall like this, so the sound does not get reflected too soon. If you have a window, choose the line that is closest to it, as the sound can then better escape, reducing unwanted frequencies in your room. Next, we form the wholly equilateral triangle of sweet sound. This means the distance from the speakers to you is the same as the distance of the speakers to each other. The wider the speakers are separated, the wider the stereo picture will be. If they are too far apart, the sound can become thinner. If your speakers are too close, sounds will blend together and become muddy. A good sweet spot is around 150 to 250 meters. In my case, I chose 2 meters. For small rooms, it's best to place the speakers as close to the wall as possible and then treat the walls around it with acoustic panels. Acoustic panels will absorb frequencies of a specific wavelength to reduce overall reverb in your room and, most importantly, eliminate early reflections. Absorbing early reflections in audio environments is crucial to minimize the calm filter effect, which distorts the sound. Early reflections originating from nearby surfaces reach the listener with a slight time delay compared to the direct sound. The delayed sound gets superimposed on the original, creating constructive and destructive interference patterns at different frequencies. By using acoustic panels to absorb a range of frequencies from these reflections, we aim to reduce their energy. You want as much direct signal as possible to be able to properly evaluate what you are hearing and thus making reasonable mixing decisions. There are different types of acoustics. Thin acoustic foam panels only absorb high frequencies, while thicker panels absorb lower frequencies as well. This is because the lower frequencies have a bigger wavelength and can easily pass through thinner panels. You should place the panels in places where the first reflection occurs that can reach the listening position. With a mirror, you can find out where those places are. Sit at the listening position and have someone drag a mirror across the wall. The panel should go there where you can see the speaker. Usually they are pretty close to the speakers on the walls and the ceiling. So how to build an acoustic panel? I just took some glass wool right here. It's about 8 centimeters thick, and just put it in a wooden frame. And then I took some nice material and put it over it, and yeah, you get yourself a nice acoustic panel. How to hang them and what to watch out for. For the walls, you want to place the panels 60 centimeters above floor, as most sound will be listened to at ear height level when sitting down. For the ceiling, I used cable ties in order to control the hanging distance. After we managed to attach the panels symmetrically, I adjusted them to hang 8 centimeters from the ceiling, as the panel is 8 centimeters thick. That way, the sound will be absorbed 2 times, reducing the energy of the reflection. Now for the corners, we will install so-called Basetrips in order to clear up the concentrated bass energy. As we learned earlier, to absorb low frequencies or big wavelengths, we need a thick material. For that, I'm using this big mattress, thick boy.
Yeah, boy.
That I found somewhere, and just put it in the corner like this. To cover up this ugly mattress, I used this sheet I already built. but I realized it was too big for this corner.
Bruh.
So I decided to cut it in half. So now that we treated the ceiling and the walls, we also have to treat the floor. And for that I got a big carpet that will be lay down on the floor right now. For the back wall, you can install thick absorbers to cancel out bass frequencies, or just use a wardrobe with thick winter jackets like this. In addition to that, you can use a shelf with books that work as a diffuser instead of these diffusers. By placing acoustic diffusers, we even out the frequency response of the room with practically no shortening of the reverberation time, so the sound remains alive. Reverberation time is the time required for the sound in the room to decay over a specific dynamic range, usually taken to be 60 decibels, when a source is suddenly interrupted. To measure this time, you can use expensive microphones, or we just do a very scientific test called the wet clap test. The wetness of the clap correlates to the audible reverb in your room, so the more reverb you hear, the more wet the clap is. Let's listen to the clap with and without acoustical treatment. During the wet clap test, I noticed a resonance in form of a ringing sound between these two walls, and that is why I put this mattress right here to eliminate this ringing sound.
Nice.
I also added a sofa and pillows, not only to make it more cozy, but also to absorb some bass energy and reduce the overall reverb in the room. Because too much sound was coming out from the windows, sorry neighbors, I decided to build 2 more absorbers with the same material like I used in the Basetrips, like you see here. Now that we finished the acoustical treatment, we can place the speakers. I now place my speakers on my speaker stand with some absorbing material underneath. The height tweeter of the speaker should be at ear level. Rotate the speakers 60 degrees to hit the listening position. To find out where the sub needs to go, we place him at the listening position, and then we put on a track with some heavy hidden 808s to find out where the bass sounds the best. Usually the best position for the sub is somewhere in the corner, and I found out that the left corner for me was sounding the best, so I will place the subwoofer there. Okay, so now that we finished the acoustical treatment and placed the speakers, we are ready to pimp the studio. Pew! So first I got some sexy lights. Then I got the blue lights, I got some more lights, I got some triple lights, I got this bad boy, and of course I got the So I got some more music stuff, some random stuff, and my TV, and that's it. Bye. Just kidding, here's the full studio tour. Alright, there's like a nice gym here. Not bad, man, not bad. What's up, mate? What's poppin'? Oh my goodness gracious, bro. That's amazing. Roll the studio porn.
Auf meinem Peak, aber fliege weiter wie Aladdin. Guck, ich bleibe auf dem Teppich, doch bin im Paradies. Denn ich hörte auf die Stimme, die mich rief.
Digga. Drop a comment if you want Courage and me to release the song very soon. And shout out to Annie for making this slapper of a beat. At 1,260 likes, I will do backflip. Alright, this was it for this video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.